7:45 in the morning, and it's Indiana in the morning on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. And in the studio with me now this morning, Betsy Lauber, who's been here many times, and Maura O'Donnell, I've never met.
Yeah, I've never been here before.
Lucky you've never met me.
No, I haven't. And I was going to say O'Donnell's my maiden name, so my name is Cubeta.
Oh, it's Cubeta now. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, they just told me O'Donnell.
That's okay.
Sorry. All right,
She's
here we
one
go.
of the same.
I am.
Our conversation this morning presented by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Law Firm and Best Personal Injury Lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. The reason these ladies are here is because they are both nominees for the Athena Award, which is next week. That big luncheon is.
Yeah, Wednesday.
My goodness gracious, that came along quick, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm excited. They do a really nice job by bringing in so many Young Athena clubs from across the county.
Yeah.
And that's really what Athena is all about, is growing the next generation of women. Because I'm the old version, Maura's the young version. Then we'll even have even younger
Are you for Young Athena?
I am the Young Athena, yes.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Way to go. She's holding the mantle for the youngsters.
Yes.
Youngsters among us. But the oldsters, they're pretty good, too.
I know. As Todd says, I've been on here many times.
Well, it's been a lot of years that you've been able to come in and visit with us in a number of different settings as well.
Yeah.
And for different organizations.
Yes.
Which I guess is a good reason to say, hey, that's why you're an Athena nominee, is because, and Maura, you're the same way. People get involved in a lot of great causes with a lot of great organizations here in Indiana County. It's just what people do.
Yeah, and Athena have leadership roles. Yeah. I mean, that's the other nice thing about Athena. Maura is in an occupation that is not typically all females. I just direct things.
You do more than that.
Well, Maura, tell us about yourself and that non-traditional women's role that you fill.
Yeah, so I am a business analyst at First Commonwealth Bank. Mm-hmm. I work primarily in our digital department, so I handle a lot of the online banking, our bill pay, money movement, things like that.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of us females in the role, but we're definitely breaking out. There's more coming into the position.
Expanding roles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's so cool. Because, it's like we've been using half our brain for all these years, just the male half for all these years, when the female half is so much out there for us and available to us. Why not use such a great resource?
It's very true. We have a different way of thinking about things, different way to perceive how people will react to what you do. So it's nice.
In your field, in the banking field, how does that manifest itself? The way that you think, not as opposed to guys, but just in your role and helping families with their banking?
Well, I mean, women definitely, I think, are nurturers in a sense. So, like when I first started, I did a lot of the customer-facing call center stuff. So it was a different perspective to get into from where I am now. I did training and advanced to where I am. So I think maybe just, I don't know, kind of stepping outside your comfort zone, stepping outside the box.
Yeah, yeah. And it helps to lead others to want to do that same thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
And maybe find out some possibilities that they didn't even know were there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's terrific. Now, Betsy, for all of these many years, it's I keep harping on that.
I think it's been 21 years since I've been in Indiana this month.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I actually did have a life prior to Indiana, but the last 21 I've been here.
The meaningful part of your
life.
The
meaningful part, yes. The best part, the best years.
But you've been on Indiana in the morning almost all of that time.
I know, isn't that funny?
Yeah. It's weird because I got an email from Bill this morning. And he was looking at the guest list for this week, and he said, "Say hi to Betsy."
Hi, Bill.
He's on an ocean liner somewhere, but
nice.
That's okay. He just escaped Bermuda, so that's kind of cool that you've been here for all of these years, and as I said, with so many different organizations, and it makes us say, "Well, Betsy, what you been up to in the past year?"
I've actually just been very busy at the foundation for IUP.
Oh, yeah.
And with IUP, there's a lot of changes going on. really doing a lot of work with the College of Osteopathic Medicine. And most of the work I do is behind the scenes. So I'm not out there shaking hands and kissing babies, but help supporting the university.
But there's so much to do right now, isn't there?
The foundation manages donors' gifts. So the university raises the money, it comes to us. Our job is to grow the funds and actually spend the funds according to the donors' wishes. And so there's a lot of different donors and a lot of different funds, and I have a great staff who do what they need to do.
With the College of Osteopathic Medicine, which still has to officially be referred to as the proposed.
The proposed. It's the We're working on the creation of the College of Osteopathic Medicine, correct?
With that, and we've had so many others in to talk about it. It's such and the phrase is game changer. But it really does change the whole perception of IUP, and really of the entire Indiana region, community-wise. For what we're able to offer.
Yeah, I think it will, again, elevate IUP, being the only PASHE school, just what it can do for the community. People don't understand not only the medical side, but the economic side, that what College of Osteopathic Medicine would do. And I don't know how many people I've run into whose doctors are retiring.
Yeah.
So what do we do? It's very hard to get new doctors in rural areas. So this is the whole goal, is to make sure we educate and get doctors to stay in the rural areas.
Yeah. That would be a wonderful thing. Yeah. Of course, that being the case, I always say, and I say to my wife, I said, we're to the age where all of our service givers, caregivers are retiring, and now we have to transition from having an older caregiver to a younger caregiver. Yes. And that's a whole part of the process.
And we want to make sure that there's younger caregivers. I think that's what the College of Osteopathic Medicine will make happen.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and it's terrific. Now let's talk a little bit about the Athena Awards because they are such an important part of what we do here in Indiana County. And as a Young Athena nominee, I think one of the neatest things about it is when we go to the event itself, and it's next week, I think. Wednesday.
Yeah, they're doing a luncheon next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. With that being the case, seeing women get together who might not work together or be in the same circles all the time, seeing them get together and get to know each other and really empower each other because they can see what other women are offering to the community. Maura, that has to be a really important part of what this whole program is about.
It is. Actually, we were talking about it on the car ride over here, about how great it is to see other women lift other women up in our community. And I had mentioned that I hope a particular Young Athena wins. Like, I want her to, because I support her and what she does. And, it's an interesting feeling to have because, sure, everyone wants to win something that they're nominated for. But what I'm getting out of it is kind of like a sisterhood. Like, I didn't know the things about the three other nominees. And it's an interesting piece to figure out that there are people in our community who do more than just, donate their time at local organizations. Like, there are some women who have been nominated that I sat there and I was just blown away.
It's a humbling experience.
It's a humbling experience. And
sure.
I genuinely appreciate being part of feeling like I am lifting other women up in the community as well.
I think one of the coolest things about it is the breadth of experiences that you see at that event, because you see entrepreneurs, you see people working within the framework of a traditional company here in Indiana County. You see people who are
from the school district. I mean, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, the school districts themselves, they are embracing the program too.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. Getting recognition out there to the women in this community who do so much as leaders and to make this community better. Yeah. And one of the most important parts of that event is the school groups when they come, because they see women in great roles, leadership roles within the community. I think there are now 3 schools in Indiana County. I'm not certain about it. I think there are 3 schools within Indiana County that now have Athena programs. I think my daughter was in the very first Athena club in Indiana.
Wow.
I think when it started at the junior high. I have to ask her about it, but I think she was in the very first Athena club here in Indiana.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I noticed when she said that, you did this. Like you're going to text her.
Yeah, I was going to text her. There you go. Going to text her because you can't call. She's young. So no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not allowed.
Yeah.
Betsy, this program has been empowering and encouraging women for a lot of years.
Yes.
And there are some great leaders that are making it happen. And it's such a great now part of what Indiana County is.
Oh, thank you to the committee that puts this on. Again, a group of women who make sure that the nominations get out there. They come in, they're evaluated, setting up the lunch, and it's great. And the list of Athena.
Oh, yeah.
It's just to be part, like even considered for that list is an honor.
It's pretty amazing.
It is pretty amazing.
It really is. All right.
Indiana. Gotta love Indiana County.
Well, ladies, you're going to be there next Wednesday.
Yes.
And a whole bunch of other folks are going to be with you. In fact, we're going to have 2 other Athena Award nominees coming in to visit with us a little bit later this morning.
Good.
Yeah.
Tell them we said hello.
I will do that. In fact, do I have one tomorrow? Yeah, I have one tomorrow, too. Wow. Schedule is jam-packed. Thanks so much to both of you
Todd.
for coming in.
Thanks.
Good to meet you. And
Always good to see you, Todd.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's so very, very nice. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. We are just about 3 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Fox News then, and then Josh Whittison in our WCCS newsroom.
GCES. Hi, it's Galen here from GCES. Since 2010, we've been empowering families to secure a better future. We can also help businesses invest with comprehensive financial strategies. We make it easy for you to focus on what you do best, running your business. With roots here in Indiana, we understand the local market and what it takes to make it grow. You can call us at 724-915-0000 or visit us online at gces.us. GCES, turning retirement planning from a chore into something more.
Voted Indiana's best financial planner in 2023 and 2024.
GCES.
Advisory services offered by Encompass More Assets Management, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisors. Registration with the SEC does not imply a certain level of skill or training. GCES earned the rating of Advisor of the Year on July 31st, 2024, based upon voting done from 4/12/2024 through 4/26/2024. The contest was created and administered by bestofindianacounty.com. GCES did not